Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Charlene. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I do my everyday makeup routine. This is super easy. It takes me anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes, but it's a super glowy, simple, fresh makeup look for every day. And this is what I have been doing for myself in quarantine to make myself a little bit more productive. Normally, if I'm just sitting at home and not shooting content, I would skip the foundation and skip the eyeshadow, so it makes it even more simple and fast, and then also lets your skin breathe. So without further ado, let's get right into it. I've just washed my face and I've prepped my face with my usual skincare. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to go in, since I'm gonna be shooting some stuff today, I'm going to be using primer. My favorite primer right now is this Ole Henriksen Vitamin C Brightening Primer. And it's great. It's really moisturizing. It has vitamin C in it. So I'm just gonna take this product and put it all over my face just to prep the skin. I like to mix these two together. I don't want the foundation to be too cakey or just too thick. So I like using these two because the BB cream really lightens it up, whereas the foundation is still lightweight, but it gives me a little bit more coverage. So I'm just gonna mix these two together on my hand. And then put it onto my face. I'm gonna take a foundation brush and kind of just buff this product in. Just gonna grab a clip to clip my hair back. And then the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer and just dab a few of these dots underneath my eye just to help conceal the under eye area. I'm going to go in with a damp beauty blender and just blend that out like this. Okay, so now that you have your wet foundation on and then your wet concealer on, you're going to go in with a translucent powder. I like to use this Laura Mercier translucent powder, and then I also like their Laura Mercier Magic Brightening Under Eye Powder. I'm going to take the translucent powder for my face and I'm just going to put it on this big fluffy brush and kind of press the product into the areas that I know I'm going to get shiny. So my forehead, my nose, this T-zone is really shiny for me. And then also the side of my mouth and kind of my nose in this area. Because you want to keep those areas matte or else you'll look like you're sweating and greasy, which is not a cute look. But notice how I'm not putting powder all over my face. I don't want that complete matte look because I like to keep this part more dewy so that it looks more youthful and you just look like you have a glow. Then you go in with this Laura Mercier, it's called the Secret Brightening Powder for under eyes. It's made specifically for under eyes. You take a fluffy little brush like this so it's more precise and dip it into the powder like so. And then what I like to do is kind of put it on the lid and fluff it around in there, tap for excess product, and just go in underneath my eyes and set the under eye. You can either do your eyeshadow now or you can do your bronzer. I always like to do my bronzer first because then I get an idea of what it will look like all together. So I'm also going to be using this NARS. It's a foundation stick, Velvet Matte, and it's in the color medium dark. It's a Macao. And then I'm lazy, so I'm just gonna take the same foundation brush that I used earlier and kind of just dip the brush into the product just slightly because this is pretty dark. And I'm gonna carve out my cheekbones, but I'm not doing a full-on contour. I'm kind of softly carving out my cheekbones and giving it some more definition and then adding more depth and warmth to my face. So I like to kind of go like this. to see where my cheekbones are and then run it there and then down my forehead and then down my jaw. So you're essentially doing like a 3 motion. Do it on both sides, bring it down to your neck, and then do a little bit on the bridge of your nose or on the sides of your nose. So, okay, so I have the product on my brush. And you can use this with any foundation stick or contour stick. I find that it's easier when you put it on a brush and then blend it out because it gives it a more even like complexion. So I have it on this side. You see it's kind of like a little bit warmer and more bronzy. And then I go down my forehead like this on the sides. And then bring the product down to my jawline, making sure to blend all the way down. Really subtle difference, right? But it looks good. To the other side. And I take a little tiny bit of product and I pinch my brush like this and then run it down on the sides of my nose. Okay, so you are done with the bronzing. And then now I'm gonna move into eyeshadow. I am just going to use this color from MAC. It's called Soft Brown, and I'm just gonna go in with my fluffy eyeshadow brush and just dip the product in. I don't like to put a lot on my eyes, so it's super simple eye. I'm gonna put it all over my crease and blend it out. Just like a subtle wash of color. And then I'm gonna use this Becca Cosmetics highlighting palette, and it's supposed to be for your cheeks, but I like this brown color, so I'm gonna use a little bit of this brown color for extra depth in my eyes. I'm gonna run it along the crease as well. So now I'm gonna go curl my eyelashes. So I just curled my eyelashes, and then now I'm gonna do eyeliner. I like to use this Urban Decay pencil liner, and it's in the color Bourbon. What I do, I have Asian eyes. So I used to, when I was in like college and high school, I would do like a thicker cat eye with a gel liner, but I find that it makes my eyes look smaller. So I love using this technique because it kind of accentuates my eye and it looks really more, it makes it more open, but then also darker because I don't have that much lashes. My lashes are really thin and fragile, so I like to use this method because it makes it appear more thick. So I'm gonna give this a good sharpen edge. It's a little dull right now. And what I do is I kind of lift my eyelid up like this, and you're essentially running this crayon along your lash line, like where it grows, like the root of your lash. Not necessarily the waterline, but right above it, just so that it gives kind of like the illusion that you have thicker eyelashes. And then I like to give it a small wing so that your eyes look a little bit more elongated. So I'm gonna try to do this on camera, but it might be a little hard. So I'm gonna go in with the product like this. I start at the outer edge and then go towards the middle all the way in. And then you kind of give it a small little wing. I like to hold, kind of like pull your skin a little bit, and then that will help guide where this line is gonna go. So I just draw like a super faint wing. And what I like about these pencils versus a gel liner is that it's more forgiving. So if you mess up, you don't worry, like you kind of just take your finger or Q-tip or whatever and just clean it up. So This is like my mini eyeliner cat eye. So you can kind of see a difference, right? This side, it's more defined, and this side is a little less defined. So I'm just gonna do the other side. Okay, so now I have both sides done. My eyelashes are super thin and they grow out straight. So I found that after I curl it, if I were to use regular mascara, my eyelashes would fall straight down, and that's not a cute look. So I found that waterproof mascara does the trick for me. Once I curl my lashes, I apply like 2 coats of this mascara. It's a waterproof, any mascara will do that's waterproof. And it keeps the curl in shape throughout the day. I'm just using this L'Oreal Lash Paradise that you can get from CVS or Target or anywhere. And I'm just gonna coat my top and bottom lashes. Okay, so my top and bottom lashes now have mascara on them. I recently got this brow gel from Patrick Ta. It's kind of like a clear pomade, and you put a little Fix Plus in this. And the purpose of this gel is that it kind of gives you that laminated fluffy brow effect. I, again, don't have like super thick eyebrows. I get them microbladed. So I've always wanted that fluffy brow but could never achieve it because nothing ever holds them up because they're so short and stubby. So I'm taking his brush that I also got, and I'm gonna kind of mix it into this product so that it's on the brush. And I'm going to comb it through both of my eyebrows and let it set for like 30 to 45 seconds, and then I'm gonna use the other side and laminate it. So I'll show you. So go like this. So just brush the product through on both sides. I kind of like to run it against my hair to make sure that it's all in there, and then brush it back. Let it sit on your eyebrows for like 30 seconds so that the product gets tacky and then it gets easier to work with. Just gonna let it dry a little bit. It's kind of dried now. So I'm gonna take the other side of the brush, the metal part, and kind of press the eyebrow hairs into my skin. So it's gonna give it that fluffy brow effect. Can you see that difference? Okay, so this is done and this is not, right? And then after this, you can go in and fix it if you don't want it to be too crazy. And kind of mold the shape of your brow to your liking. Like this. Okay. So they're nice and laminated and look super fluffy. And then I'm gonna go in with this Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade and use the other side of this brush and just dip a little product in there. And then you can fill in your eyebrows. I just do like mini hair strokes so that it kind of imitates hair. And you just kind of fill in any gaps, or if you want it to look a little bit darker. Whatever you need. So that is filled in. And voila, eyebrows are done. So Sephora gave me this little kind of like sample from Milk with my points, and I actually really like it. So I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush, dip it all over into the product, and then just put it on the apples of my cheeks. So it'll give you kind of like a natural flush And then I am gonna do a little bit of highlighter. You can do cream highlighter or you could do powder. I am gonna use this, again, Becca Cosmetics highlighter, and I'm just gonna kind of take a fan brush and run this into all three colors and then put it on the apples of my cheek, or the top of my cheekbone like this. And then a little bit underneath my eyebrow bone, just to give it a subtle glow. You can do some little on your cupid's bow. Little tiny bit on your nose, not too much. And that's it. And then to finish everything off, I'm gonna go in with this Bobbi Brown. It's their crushed oil infused gloss in the color Free Spirit. So I'm just going to put this on, and it looks really natural. Like that. And you're pretty much done. But yeah, this is kind of my everyday makeup look. Super easy. I swear it takes maybe like 10-15 minutes tops when you do it yourself without filming or talking to anyone. But yeah, super glowy, minimal, subtle, and fresh makeup look. I hope you guys like this. Please subscribe to my channel and like this video and comment down below what you would like to see next.